So this is Barehaven. This is by Squigglze, 248.87 megabyte in the download, and it's a little different. We're going to go with that anyway. But there is some great things on this map, I must admit. There is no required mods, so it is what it is. But there is some, dare I say, and put my teeth in, some genius things. We're going to go with that anyway. It's definitely one of those things. Now, obviously, if you come on New Farmer, you're going to be using 819 slots. And to be fair, that's the same on all three game modes. What you do own on New Farmer is a bit of land, which is everything. Which is not a lot at the same time. We'll just go with that anyway. So you own all the plots. You got your start farm here. You got field 2, field 1, and all the different areas. Now, obviously, you could potentially buy these separately if you wanted to. So you got what, number 6 just there. Then you got number 3 just there. They're all going to cost you 0. Yeah, and as you can probably tell from the map, it's an island. What's the phrase? Everyone's an island. No man's an island. That's the phrase. Now you got area number 1. Well, field number 1, which is going to give you basically the whole water area. I'm going to try something out in a minute anyway. But obviously, it's you're surrounded by water. Let's face it. So this is perfect. So if we was to go, I don't know, for if you had the old Highlands Fishing DLC, so let's go buy ourselves a fishing rod. There we are. Buy that. Yeah, tar very much. You know, we could just there we are. Away we go. Off the end of the pier. Well, that was not off the end of the pier because that was right close. And then you just go collect some fish. Oh, fair enough. Now, obviously, that's the salmon and trout. Great. You could. You don't have the option. I'll show you in the build mode. You don't have the option on, like you do in Kinlake, where you've got the old aquaculture. You can put your little fish farm down, and you can put your little lake down, but you can't put your offshore one. So just bear that in mind. You can do a bit of rod fishing. That's great. Or you can do some other fishing. And we're going to go along with that anyway, because we're going to come up here first. So obviously, you start down here on the pier, on the jetty, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to come up here, up the steps like that. There we are. Here's our first vehicle. So we've got ourselves a little pickup. We'll take a little look later as we get up to the farm and watch that tree start with on New Farmer. We're going to come down here to this sort of area. I do like it. It's something different. We're going to go with that anyway. So first up on our right hand side is going to be, well, it's your main shop. We're going to come around here through this door. There we are. We've got a worker over here. Looks like he's seen some days. He's seen some things. Good old white beard in there. Fair enough. So that's the main shop menu just there. We're going to come out of here. I mean, you got a little table set up. So you could potentially do a bit of role play there. When you have got a lighthouse. Yeah, just for decoration. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Over here is going to be a fuel station. It's going to have an attendant with it. So you haven't even got to pump your own fuel. That's all right. Charging nothing. I would have imagined. To be fair, that looks like Dealership Dave. I'm not going to lie. What's he doing down here? Oh dear, oh dear. Over here is your workshop menu. Well, I say, hatch marking area. Hit your spanner. Fix it all up. Can we go in this building, actually? Let's have a little look. Looks like we can. It's got an interior. Can't go through that door. Can't go through that door. Okay, what's on the menu? Grill hours. 8 till 4:15. We started off at 7 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what? Let's fast forward to 8 o'clock to see if we can actually go inside then. So let's fast forward it to, what we have, 8:15. Can we go in now? No, we still can't go. I mean, it says 8 till 4:15. What's that on 8 till 7:30 on a Friday, Saturday? All right, it's Friday night and Saturday night's kicking off down here, but we still can't get in there. So, all right, fair enough. So this is going to be your main shop area. And this is where it comes to something, well, one of the things, we're going to go with one of the things that's different about this map. If we go into the old shop menu, and if we go down to the mods and DLCs, we've got this here. we got these things. So first off, we've got the Barehaven shipping container. Now, obviously, that's going to be if you're doing your login, but it's made it a little bit lighter. It doesn't say whether you can pick it up, but according to the blog, you know, it's able to be handled a little bit better. But the interesting thing is this, the old tiny tugboat. We're going to buy one of those. We're going to go do a bit of fishing, tuna style. Right, here we go. So obviously you've got your boat here, and it's it's on dry land. That's not going to go very far anyway. So you can get into it. Obviously it's going to start up like a vehicle, and then you can drive it around. But some people may be thinking, do you know what? That's not that immersive. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and get ourselves a little car trailer. Yeah, like that. That'll do. And we'll put it like that. We're also going to need to get ourselves... Well, actually, we're going to need to get ourselves a vehicle as well. Let's go get ourselves a vehicle. So there we are. We got our Black Beauty favourite, obviously. And we got ourselves a little trailer. I don't even know if this is going to work, to be fair. But we're going to give it a go and find out. So for the whole immersiveness, obviously you could drive it down to the water. But for the whole immersiveness of it all, we're going to put it on a trailer. Dear, oh dear, right, there we are. So we'll click on that. No, we want to get into the tractor. That's better. Right, we'll strap it down. And we're going to fold up the ramps. Because over here... Wow, the ground's a little soft, I must admit. Ground's very soft. You have to be a little bit careful. So what you can do here... Obviously, you could have driven this boat down the ramp. But for the whole immersiveness of it all, if you've got it onto a trailer... Like this. Oh, here we go. Reversing skills. All the way down the jetty. There we are. We're going to put it into the water and then we're good to go. So there we are. Like that. Oh, easy. Slow it down. Right, there we are. We're in the water now. I'm stuck. Stuck on the side. Dear oh dear. Right, try that again. Back it into the water. Like that. That'll do. That'll do nicely. We'll unfold the ramps. That's now ish in the water. We'll go with that anyway. We're going to go get in a boat. There we are. So we could just back it off. Can we back up? There we are. Oh, and now we're in the water. We've took on quite a lot, to be fair. But with this boat, if you do L, B and right stick up and down, you can raise it in and out of the water. Now, I will say, I'm getting a little bit of a weird flickering, mind you, once we're in the water. But, alright. I like the concept anyway. Now what you're going to be doing is taking this boat out and getting a bit of tuna. But you're going to be going to two specific places. Down here or all the way up the top. So we're going to go down to this one because we're at the bottom end of the island. Now this boat going to do 74 mile an hour. Which is... that's very fast. I mean you can go inside as well. We're doing the old thing there, which is alright that days. So I'm going to see you out this one, and we're going to get catching some tuna. So once you get out to where the buoy, or the buoy, depending on how you want to pronounce it, you're going to get a little bit close. Oh, I must admit, we have got a great horn on it. That tastes. I like that. So once you get close enough, you're going to get the option there, left stick in, start fishing. And it's going to fill the boat up with your tuna. Now, I say fill the boat up. You're going to get up to a maximum of 12 pieces. And if we go into the old shop menu, and we'll go down to the T's, which is going to be all the way down the bottom, because obviously it keeps resetting as you come out of it. So we'll carry on going down. We're going to find some tuna, because you're going to get a fair price. I must admit, there you are, tuna fish. 28,842. Now, I am on easy mode, so obviously your mileage may vary on the price. That's for 1,000 litres, and I've got 12. So you're not going to get a lot per load. So it's going to be a long-term project. But, yeah, interesting. Now, obviously, there is only one sell point for this. So if you have a look there, it's going to be at the animal dealer, which the animal dealer itself is up there. Now, there is a boat. Well, there is a boat. I'm in a boat. There is a beach that you can potentially drive this vehicle up, which is not really that great for the immersiveness of it all. But what you can do is something a little different. We're going to, well, I'm going to see you at the beach, and I'll show you how to properly unload the boat. Alright, so here we are at the beach right by the animal dealer. Now you could potentially drive up if you really wanted to, if you couldn't be bothered to get out. That's not the way things are done. No, so what you really should be doing is pulling your boat there at the side of the beach. RB and Y, unload. We've now got a pallet of tuna and you can pick it up. Dear oh dear, I've been out fishing, I've parked my boat up there, I've got my fish ready to sell. So we're going to come over here and we're going to see how much we're going to get for one pallet of tuna. We'll chuck it in there like that. 346. It's going to take a while to be getting a decent bit of cash, but there we are. We got the boat from the shop down the bottom. We've potentially driven it into the water, put it onto a trailer. If you want to go for the whole immersiveness of it all, then once you get to, well, once you fall and you take it to your sale point, you can just carry the pallets up. That is ace. I do like that. I do like that indeed. Now, whilst we're up here, so obviously we started off down there. We've done that bit. We've now come all the way up here to the animal dealer. As you can imagine, this is where you're going to be getting your animals. So you've got your sale point just there. That's where you're going to be taking your tuna fish. We'll spin it around here. And here's your animal dealer. That's ace. When you've got the horses over here that you can go in. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. There's quite a lot of horses in there. Don't want to spook them. You've got a little bit of a lake in the middle that they can have a drink from. You alright? Alright, you carry on. I'm going to get out of here quick before I get trampled. Open up that. I like that. I like that indeed. Now, the actual animal dealer dialogue box is over here, which is great. We come over here. You know, it's on stilts as well. You know, because if the ocean ever came in too much, you don't want the building to be flooded. That's ace. Can we go in it? No, that doesn't look like we can go in there anyway. But all right, fair enough. I like that. That is awesome. Beach setting. This definitely looks like, I don't know, a Caribbean getaway, maybe something like that, potentially. We're gonna go with that anyway. You could easily do like a role play where you've washed up somewhere. We'll go with that. And over here is going to be a sale point for you. So this one, we'll zoom right in, click on that. Island crop exports. So if you're making anything up your farm, you then come and sell it down here, which is then obviously going to be loaded onto the old the boat over there. And we've got another little jetty. We can bring the boat up if you wanted to. Jobs are good 'em. Now, there is definitely some interesting things on this island. One of them is over here, because it's that bridge. Oh, that's ace. We're going to carry on. I'm going to see you over at the bridge, because it's a bit far away to be walking, mind you. So I'm going to see you over there. So here the bridge starts, actually going up between the rocks, which is ace. I do like that. It's going to come up here. You know, it's not flat. It's not smooth. You have to be a little bit careful. And you come over to this log bridge over the water. Oh, that's ace. I do like that. I mean, you could potentially fall in. Entirely up to you. I mean, you could potentially drive the boat all the way up here if you really wanted to. I know you just come up the top there. Come on the rocks. Take a little look out. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Right, we're going to carry on. We're actually going to move on. We're going to come across to this one over here. We're just going to start a little bit further down. So we're not going to go to that one. We're going to come to this area here, because this is where your sleep trigger is. It's not a house. It's a hammock by a picnic area. So if any of the locals are going to come round and have their lunch here, they might see you having a bit of a kip. But, dear, oh dear. There's your... I mean, it's a nice, sunny, tropical island, so why not sleep outside? That'll be all right. And then we come over here. This is another interesting thing. So we come over here like this, to this old question mark. And it's saying there, open hidden cave. Now you press that. You get a little bit of a gate opening sound. There's no caves that open up, because, we'll close it. If we go into the old flyover mode, the actual cave is up here. This is the door. This is the door right there. So we'll do that again. We'll open the door. We'll come over here like that. Where would you go? There we are. So back over here. And then it's open. There's your cave. We can take a little look down there in a minute. That's a secret little cave. I do like that. And these trees as well, they hide something. We're going to come back to them in a minute. So we come up this path, past our little hammock sleep trigger down there, and the old secret entrance to the cave, which is awesome. We're going to come up here, we're going to hook a right first. We're going to come back to that area in a minute. Over there. We're going to hook a right. This is going to be the main new farmer compound. We're going to go with that anyway. So in here is going to be, well, let's face it, it's where all your stuff is. So we'll open up that gate like that. There we are. And in here is going to be all your equipment. Well, some of your equipment anyway. We'll open up that door like that. And inside it can be a few of your bits. You've got a baler. You've got a sprayer, which has got a little secret up its sleeve as well. Got a lot of little bits in there and all. Come around here and we've got a silo. So we'll load in and load out at that point. But this has actually got stuff in it, which is not empty. So if we put the old field info on, there we are. So that has got wheat, solid fertilizer and seeds. So that's a multi-fruit silo. And you get some stuff to start with, which is all right. We'll come around here and we've got this shed. It's got some more of your equipment in there like that. There we are. Got a little Kubota. And you got this, which we're going to come back to in a minute. We'll come around here and we've got another little shed over here as well. So we're coming like that. Open up that door. So more equipment. I say more equipment. You got a tanker and a tractor in there. Come around here, and again we've got some more equipment. Another tractor and a forage wagon. We're then going to come around here. We've got some other gates that you can open up like that. Obviously a back entrance. We'll come back around here, round the front like that, all the way around here. I mean, all this stuff you can get rid of as well. Actually, can we get rid of it? Have a little look. Yes, we can sell that. All right, you can clear this area out. If you really wanted to go for a start from scratch shenanigans, clear it all out. Job's a good one. And we got this here. We got a new Holland, and we got that old what's that? Cedar. All right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So what do we actually start with on New Farmer then? Well, the answer is quite a lot, to be fair, because we've got the Abbey 1600, the Anderson RBM 2000, the Fiat 18090 DT, the Horsch Credo 3, the Horsch Versa, the Hardy Aeon 5200 Delta Force. Now, whilst we're on this sprayer, yes, obviously you're going to be doing your fertilizer and you're going to be doing your herbicide. That's great. Also, now it's not just this sprayer, you can actually do water. So if you're putting water down, it's actually going to give you another fertilizing state. So it's sort of like a semi-irrigation mode style thing. So rather than just spraying it with fertilizer, you give it a little bit of a water. Indeed. Oh, I do like that. Also got an International Series 200, the GMD 3123F, the GMD 8730FF, the VB 3190, the Crampe Half-Pipe HP20, the Kubota SVL 97.2, the Massey Ferguson MF 8570 trailer, the Massey Ferguson MF Beta 7360 AL4, the Massey Ferguson MF Free Flow 25 foot, the New Holland T8435 Genesis, the Paladin High Dump Bucket, the Paladin SFB 750, the Pottinger Boss Alpine 251, the Strowmaster FW 212 TD Profi, the Same Virtus 135 RV Shift, and the Treffler TGA 560. Now, to be fair, that is a decent set of equipment to be starting with, I must admit. I mean, new farmers sometimes have a lot of equipment, sometimes there's a little bit. This has definitely got a lot, let's face it. Right, now, we're going to carry on with what's actually on the start farm as well. And you can probably see it's a giant water tower. Yeah. So if you need to come and get some water because you're not surrounded by water at all, you can come over here. Why not? Come and get some water, carry on, no problem. Now, it is interesting because you've got these chickens knocking around. It's not actually a chicken pen here. It's just a water point. Where's the chicken coop? I mean, it's just like, if we go into here, we go into animals, there's no pens, but we have got chickens and rooster. Well, a couple of roosters. Oh, they're going to keep you up at night. Well, especially early in the morning anyway. That's just really random. I mean, the whole map itself is just things that are different. And we've got some random chickens. Okay. Right, now whilst we're up here, we need to go and check out this secret cave. Because obviously, that's different. I must admit, I do like it. So the cave is over here. Come back past the old, I'm going to say start farm. We'll go with that anyway. That's your compound anyway. So your cave is over here. Now, what secrets does this secret cave hold? So we're going to take a little look. So obviously we've got the door open. I mean, you could potentially, if you had like a hurricane or whatever, or a tropical storm, come and save some stuff in here, keep it out of the way. So we come down here, and nothing. It's just a giant cave. Alright, fair enough indeed. I mean, is there anything that's over here? No, nothing hiding. It's just, oh, okay, somewhere to store your stuff. I mean, you could put that into your roleplay. You find this cave and there's something down there. That's entirely up to you. Now we've got the old start farm done. These particular trees, the old palm trees, are very interesting indeed. Now, I'm going to go and get the old... I'm going to go and get... Actually, to be fair, there's some even closer. That's even better. I'm going to go and get the old skid steer with the old rock breaker on the front. And I'll show you what's special about them. Now, with these trees in particular, the old palm trees, you can actually rock pick them and get wood chips out. Because why not? Okay, so we'll unfold the breaker. There we are. So we'll just turn it on. Then let it do its thing. And then it should, put shenanigans its way into a load of wood chips. Well, that's the theory anyway. I don't know how long it's going to take. There we are. A giant pile of wood chips. Out of a tree. Oh dear, oh dear. Now the question is, well, the question I've got in my head anyway, can we still use a chainsaw on them? So let's go buy a chainsaw and we're going to give it a go. So obviously the palm trees, they're the ones that we're talking about in particular. So can we do the old palm tree chopper downery? No, you can't. So it's like what we even going to call it? They're like stone palm trees, but then give you wood chips. All right, fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, I'm going to get in this little skid steer, and I'm going to see you down here. So now we're down here. Oh, I tell you what, the roads do, they do get a little bit getting used to on their direction. Easy to get lost, I must admit. But obviously, there's stones aplenty knocking around, and then you've got this giant cave. And all these paler colour stones are ones you can break up. Yeah, you know, like on the old rock breaking missions. Well, they're just down here for you to smash up whenever you like. So we could just come over here like that. Well then, turn it on. Then away we go. Let it do its thing. And after it's finished smashing through, let's give it a minute. There we are. We've now got a pile of lime. Come and collect the lime up. Ready to go. And if you don't fancy doing the old rock smashing, we actually have got a lime buy point down here. But that's ace. They're not just limited to the actual contracts. You can just come and make your own lime out of some random rocks that's in a cave. A giant cave, mind you. That's ace. Oh, I do like that. I do like that indeed. Now, there is one other place that we need to go and take a look at, which is going to be over here. Now, as you can imagine, obviously, ignoring these palm trees, which are going to be smashed into to be getting your wood chips, there is plenty of other trees for you to be chopping down, and you've got a sawmill. So over here, job's a good one. Now, it's going to cost you 125 grand. Obviously, once you buy it, you can then making the old logs into something a little bit, well, less log-like. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a little bit loud, mind you. Although, to be fair, is that the one that goes? Yes. Inside. There we are. So there's your loading in point for your wood. So where's the pallet spawn point? I mean, there's no... I haven't seen any hatch marking areas, mind you, but they could be blended in. Well, I'd imagine it. Actually, it's going to be here, isn't it? Yeah, the pallet spawn point is going to be there, ready to go. Fair enough. And that's your map. To be fair, something a little different. You've got plenty of these little piers, jetties for you to be using for doing a bit of, well, sea fishing if you've got the old Highlands Fishing DLC. But the whole ambience behind it, you know, there's a little bit of everything. You've got this log bridge is ace. You've got a little barge there that you can sell stuff at. It's something a little different. When you got the cave, you come down to the beach. There's a little beach hut down here as well that goes out onto a pier. This is ace. And then obviously you go buy yourself a little tuna boat and go off and do a bit of tuna fishing. That is awesome. Where's the tuna boat? Was it over it? No, it was over by the animal dealer, wasn't it? The old tuna boat. That's awesome. Oh yeah, on this beach here. Little tuna boat. Going out to sea, collecting your tuna. Then obviously unload it. Don't even have to get your boat out of the water again. You just lift the pallets up. This map, something a little different, but I like it.